Hey, Utah fans, it's Bill Riley, the play-by-play voice of the Utes, here with the Utah Virtual Football Huddle, here to kind of get you in the mood and fired up for Saturday's matchup with the Oregon State Beavers at Rice-Eccles Stadium. Utah trying to get its first win of the year. We're going to have all kinds of things on the virtual huddle for you today. We're going to first take a look around the new Ken Garff Performance Zone and see how construction's coming along on the south end of Rice-Eccles Stadium. We'll have some shout-outs from Utah fans. One of the top fans that Utah has, Chef Pete, the great Chef Pete. He'll have some recipes so you can home gate, tailgate at your house. We'll have a look back at last year's matchup with the Oregon State Beavers, that big blowout win up in Corvallis, and then to wind it all down, we'll give you game keys. Myself and my partner, Scott Mitchell, will get you ready for the game with our keys to the game for Utah and Oregon State. But before we do anything else, we're going to lead things off today with Utah's Director of Athletics and number one Utah fan, Mark Harlett, with a message for Utah fans.
Mark Harlan here, Athletic Director. It is so great to have a chance to say hello and, most importantly, thank all of you, our incredible fans, as you've endured this football season. I say endured because obviously it took us a while to get there, but finally, we're playing football again. And although the results the first two games haven't been what we all hoped for, we can see so much promising development on the football field with these incredible young men who are fighting each and every day to perform for the Utes. I really want to say one thing. Without question, and we saw it in our first home game versus USC, not having you there has made such a difference for us. I can think of when we had the scoop and score touchdown and it was completely silent. We miss you guys so much, but there's also something else I want to make sure you guys are aware of. We know you're watching. The student athletes in particular know you're watching, and we know when we score or we make a great play, we know that you guys are all cheering. We can't hear you, but we know that you're doing it, and it just means so much to us. Now, I will say this. We can't wait to have you back. We hope it's soon. We know the vaccine is on its way, and we're all going to be able to get together again. But really appreciate all your support. Many of you have sent emails to me. You've sent emails to our student athletes and our coaches, and it's so appreciated. We really hope you guys are all safe and that your family's doing well as we head into this holiday season. We look forward to a great football game tomorrow against the Beavers and going forward. But again, thank you so much, and as always, go Utes!
The season of Utah football will be one to remember. Celebrate the commencement of the season by stocking up on new Utah Utes fan gear. The Utah Red Zone has new 2020 sideline apparel, great accessories for the at-home game day experience, even face coverings that rep the U. This season will be different, but your gear can be better than ever. Visit the store today on main campus or Sandy campus, or shop online 24/7 at uredzone.com. The Utah Red Zone, the official Utah athletics retailer.
demoed the Clark building back in August. Since then, we've been doing a lot of concrete work. We've been doing anything from footings to foundations to structural walls to floors. Over the past couple weeks, we've actually installed over 20,000 square feet of floor space. That's both on the mezzanine level and on the suites level. We're trying to push steel as hard as possible. We have installed roughly 250 members over the past week and a half, and we'll continue kind of right in front of the field here over the next few weeks. In about 3 weeks or so, middle of December, we'll start installing the precast treads, which are a lot of the risers. So it'll really take shape, kind of the stadium shape to the building. At the same time those precast risers are going in, our bent plate risers, our steel members, will also be going in at the same time. So we actually had our framer out last week for the first time. We're going to start laying out walls down on the field level, and then they'll move up to mezzanine and then concourse right after that.
Hi Ute Nation, Chef Peter here. We're going to do another barbecue, so we're going to get ready for another tailgate. And this time I thought I'd do something nice, simple and different. And something if you really want to, when they're cooked, you can just pick it up and start eating it. This is a spicy meatball, a little bit of fresh tarragon on it. Then we have top sirloin, one of my favourite pieces of meat. And then we have the meat lather, just all meat. This is the top sirloin. Then we have some chicken, which I've marinated in a bit like chimichurri, which is olive oil and garlic and parsley. And then for the people who don't like meat, we have some really nice vegetables. I've got some jalapeno chili sour cream I'm going to do with one of the kebabs. Got some fresh rosemary and fresh sage and parsley. So what we're going to do is we're going to put them on the grill. And it'll take about 15 minutes. You can do this in the barbecue outside. And then lay them out and let the people help themselves. And do as many different dips as you want. I like to roast the lemon. That brings out the flavour in the lemon and really takes it to the next level. This is great on vegetables, anything you eat. It's really, really good. And then we'll look at this. The lemon's there. And now you can just put a bit of oil, a bit of oil. We'll leave them like that. I've already seasoned them. Just keep turning them. Another good idea is to soak good chips in water or apple juice so they don't burn. Pop a little bit of the roasted lemon. Put it over the snack. Beautiful. So here we go, that big level one. All the beautiful top sirloin, cooked to perfection, medium rare. How else do you want it? Put that on the side. Then the one with the vegetables, ready. Just that off. The meatballs, we got 1 minute. And then we have the chicken. So I'm going to put the meat over here to rest. We're ready for that. And then when we come back, we'll see the finished product. It's caramelising the thyme. And then we'll put it over here with the chicken. With a nice smell. And we'll take the chicken. Look at that.
To my Ute football brothers from Macon, Georgia, go Utes! Go Utes!
Go Utes!
We love Utes! We love Utes!
Utes for lovers, and we love the U. Go Utes!
Utah fans, it's that time again. It's time to give you the keys to the game. Utah and Oregon State on Saturday at Rice-Eccles Stadium. We will be there. When I say we, I mean me and my partner, Scott Mitchell. We'll have the radio call coming up on Saturday between the Utes and the Beavers. We'll bring it to you on our flagship radio home, ESPN 700. Scotty, 0-2, but been close in a couple of games this year have the Utes. Turnovers have certainly been a bugaboo, and I know the coaches always say that's a game key, but I want your game keys today. Let's start out first with Oregon State and what Utah's defense has got to do. We don't know who the quarterback's going to be officially yet. It could be Jebbia, could be Nolan. So what's your view on what Utah's got to do with that quarterback?
Well, I don't care who the quarterback is. I want to see Utah pressure the quarterback. And if it means put 8 people at the line of scrimmage, you stop Oregon State from running the football, just make it not an option. And let's see what these young cornerbacks can do in press man coverage, because we really haven't seen a whole lot of that this year. And this, I think, is a good game, because I'm not totally convinced that Oregon State can actually beat Utah throwing the football. So I want this defense to say, Oregon State, if you're going to beat us, you got to do it throwing the football.
Well, they didn't get any pressure a week ago, and that's got to be a key this week, pressuring that quarterback, make them throw it down the field, stop the run. Well, Utah's offense has been inconsistent, but when it's been consistent, it's been dynamic in spots, and it's been dynamic with that young running back from Texas, Ty Jordan, hasn't it?
Yeah, and I really want to see a lot of Ty Jordan. I think Ty Jordan needs to be featured in this offense. When you are kind of struggling, your quarterback's inconsistent, a lot of these things, the best thing to do is let's just be real aggressive with the football as far as running it. Get these offensive linemen moving off the line of scrimmage, and we saw a lot of that against Washington. It was really good. I mean, there were a lot of times the offensive line was really creating a lot of holes, and just take all the pressure off the quarterback. So really see a lot of Ty Jordan, and then you can utilize the play action off of that. I just think right now Jake Bentley is just really having a hard time with all this. It just seems like there's too much pressure on him. So kind of take some of that off right now. Just really focus on a good, solid running game, and do it with Ty Jordan. I want to see this guy play and be a big part of the offense.
And then finally, Utah last week in the second half didn't have much yardage and certainly didn't go down the field. How important are chunk plays this week?
Well, I think chunk plays are, and I want to see them, because they're absolutely necessary if you're going to win a football game. It creates a lot of confidence in your offense. It's demoralizing to a defense. Utah has the ability to get chunk plays with the threats they have in Brant Keithy, in Brian Thompson, even Solomon Enos. I mean, and Britton Covey. I mean, there's a lot of guys you can utilize in this. But when you get a good, solid running game going, you can really get back to some of those really good chunk plays. Play action on first down, play action on first down coming out of a drive, taking shots down the field, high percentage throws that really get your offense moving, change field position, create confidence, and ultimately they end up in scores.
So chunk plays for the Utah offense, more Ty Jordan, which could lead to chunk plays, and whoever's quarterbacking for Oregon State, Scott wants to see pressure on either Nolan or Jebbia. Those are your game keys. Scott and I will be with you on Saturday as Utah and Oregon State hook up at Rice-Eccles Stadium. For Scott Mitchell, I'm Bill Riley. Enjoy the game and go Utes.